So what up my cheese monsters, how you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So let's get right into the Apes trilogy with the latest movie that just came out, War for the Planet of the Apes. So War for the Planet of the Apes is actually the third movie. It's in the trilogy of the prequel movies, the War of the Planet of the Apes movie. It's really the prequel to what the Apes movies were back in the old days. And now they're trying to go for the prequel route. And I gotta say, this is a really solid trilogy. It picks up from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, where Kubo, he becomes bad, but you know, Cesar kills him, and because of that, you know, the base there really just calls in their emergency crew to pretty much come here and, you know, pretty much wipe all the apes out, you know, just take care of that situation, all because of Kubo. The son of a bitch. And you understand why Kubo did it. You understand he was working out of fear. So you understand why he was keen to enslave humans, enslave the apes that were with Cesar, because he does not feel safe. The things that they did to Kubo, you cannot reconcile it. And in that situation, I can understand why Kubo did his things. And that's essentially what this movie is. You're understanding what characters and situations they're put in. You understand why they're doing it. These characters, sometimes they do the dumbest and irrational things. Seriously, I'm in this movie thinking that is just stupid. But on the other hand, I realized that, yeah, maybe I would do that stupid shit. Sometimes we act out of fear. Sometimes when chips are down, you know, these civilized people will be fucked. These guys will be uncivilized. It's really something that the Joker iterates.
They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
And the thing that I just love about the Joker in 2007, in The Dark Knight, is that he told us that, you know, when these civilized people, you know, they're put in these extreme situations of pretty much destruction, they will go ham. They will not have any morality left in them. Cesar is the guy. He doesn't want to deal with any of the humans.
You're Cesar. We've been searching for you for so long.
I did not start this war.
You know that their primitive state, they are, you know, the smart apes that we know to know. You know that the humans are, you know, they're going extinct. They're not doing as well. So now, you know, Woody Harrelson, he needs to pretty much wipe out all the apes and pretty much perfect or protect his kind. But while Cesar, he has to lead the apes pretty much to survival, and he has nothing to do with the humans. He just is and always is. He wants to be left alone because he has nothing to do with this. If anything, humans are the one who created this virus, pretty much, you know, wiped themselves out, and now nature is pretty much going against them, saying, hey, you fucked up. The consequences of that, you know, we're gonna wipe you out. And that alone made me feel like Woody Harrelson did a great job of honing in this person who is crazy. You can see in his eyes that the dude has no mercy. It's just, whoa, this dude is actually going in, trying to do crazy shit, but you understand why he's doing it. You understand that this dude is protecting his kind. Essentially, this guy's all they got, really. And then watching this movie, I understand what they're coming from. But then you got Cesar. Cesar, he's just a dude, and you understand that this guy is trying to lead his group, his apes, to pretty much safety and to a land where no one can touch them and no one can really do any more harm to them because they did not start the war. They're merely just trying to let go and pretty much get away from it. And that alone makes for great tension. And later on in the movie, you understand that, you know, something happens to Cesar where, you know, Cesar has to go over to Woody Harrelson. And I don't want to spoil it because these are major spoilers that really kind of just knock the experience for you. But the feels and the emotion that the movie actually invoked in me, it really hurt. I mean, I was in Cesar's position. I'd be like, dude, that is so cold. What Woody Harrelson did, what Cesar's doing, and just thinking about that and actually going in the movie, dude, I was literally in shock. They get you in 1 minute, like the first minute when they give you some exposition through text, you're in it. You're like, oh my god, I'm already in love. I'm already in love in the way they're actually executing this movie. And for action scenes, though they're not a lot, and I could say that War of the Planet of the Apes is not really about the war, it's really about the drama and what these characters are dealing with. it's more about the drama and the intensity and really thinking about what these characters would do in certain situations, what we as people watching this movie would do. And not gonna lie, that makes for great content, makes for great movie-going experience. That alone makes you wonder about what would happen in a situation like this, or what would happen in desire and desperate situation like this. And that's something cool. And forget about the apes and forget about what the situation would be as an outcome. Think about like how you would feel in a situation placed out of this context, and that alone just, dude, it grabs you in. And the feels. Holy crap. I am really in tune to what this movie did to me. I cried a couple of times. I was tearing up. And listen, I don't really go into movies, dramas, really invest the screen. They're not real, or they don't have any impact on our lives. But watching this movie, the connection that I felt with these characters, along with the trilogy of this movie, it really broke my heart. I was devastated. I was destroyed watching this movie. And the CGI and the spectacle and just the beauty of these shots, stunning. I was so amazed on what they can accomplish with CGI, with Andy Serkis being Cesar. It just gets better and better, and I think this is like a great iteration. As technology evolves, I understand that it gets better and better, but you cannot deny that this movie is great to look at, great to hone in. So really watching Cesar and any other ape is really interesting. And throughout it, it's really about the apes, not a lot of human interaction. And listen, there are a lot of movies that don't do this well, where they have a lot about the apes or a lot about certain characters like the animals that really don't have ability to talk, other than Cesar. And then you got a little bit of humans in there, just scrambled in there. Like Minions, for example. Literally, it was just them doing their minion gibberish, and you didn't really understand, and that really lost it for me. But watching this movie through their sign language and through their action and visual, appearance, I felt so connected. I felt like I was there. I felt like I was actually invested in the story. I never got bored. I was never drawn. I was just watching an event take place in the movie, in the big screen. And that's what you want in a movie like this. The drama and intensity of this movie. Really, the survival of the fittest. That's what you want to see. What I'm trying to get across is that the talking and really the dialogue between characters, and these are CGI apes, by the way, that was interesting and compelling for me. And that's saying a lot. Doing that, just accomplishing that alone, really has a lot to say. And as story progresses and throughout the ending, I thought, this is a masterpiece. This is a movie that I honestly can tell you that it is amazing. It's just great. Every scene was perfectly designed, perfectly honed in, and perfectly placed. Like it was there for a purpose. No scene or no time was wasted in this movie. Every moment in this movie had a purpose. Every moment, every single second had a purpose in this movie. And I could see that the director and the writer really took the time to invest in these characters through dialogue, through visual representation, and the spectacle that is of the War of the Planet of the Apes. And really, the human characters are an element, and so are the elements of war and CGI. That really just helps bring the fact of this movie, this prequel trilogy. And I gotta say, this is by far the best movie ever. That's right, I'm giving this movie the best movie ever. Really, just watch it in theaters, watch it on the biggest screen you can, because this movie really made the experience through atmosphere and really made the experience through watching it on the screen. And I gotta say, War for the Planet of the Apes is one of my all-time faves and maybe this year's best movie. So I gotta say, did you watch War for the Planet of the Apes? Did you watch the trilogy? Did you like it? Did you hate it? As always, leave them in the comments down below. Join the conversation. And as always, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.